Poor thing got rear-ended in 1949.
Yeah,
That's good. Just I left the cover off so you can see the bow, what's going on.
Right, right.
And if you would slide around to this side.
Here we go.
The way this is set up, of course, with the cover on there, you're not going to be able to see it. But if you set her right there where the arrow is kind of just pointing right down the line right there, that's about a middle speed.
Okay.
Pull the choke out, give her a pull, see if it starts the first time.
Now go in. Okay. So if you push it in while it's going, then it'll
try
stay.
Try to be quick enough for when it's running.
Now, do you want me to go ahead and keep it in the middle there somewhere, or just go ahead and put it in there?
Just give her a shot there.
And that sounds good. Alright.
Now come around this side, I'll pull you. See how it's got that stutter to it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to lean out the high side. We're going to screw it in, just like a faucet. You turn it in, it gives it less gas. The leaner it runs, the better it runs. If you get too far, and it ain't got enough gas to run, then it'll fall. That's when you know it's gone too far. So we want to turn it just a little. Hear it?
Yep.
Hear it pick up?
Yep.
See it get smoother?
Right.
But you gotta wait for it. That gas has gotta go through it. Don't get in there and get the switch and turn it off and then get it working. You just gotta take your time with it. Just kind of sit there. What I did in my class, I made a adjust the little finger call.
I heard it.
Yes. I'm thinking get real bad. We don't want that. Okay. All right. We want it to run as smooth as it can without popping. Now that's the high side. Then you want to kind of slow it down. Okay. See how we can do this? I'm leaning it out just a little bit. Not too far, okay? That's about as far as we're going to be able to go, okay? Anybody ain't closed the doors? We'll do a little curtain in there. Okay, when you restart it, you don't call the fish, game warden's on to come and get you, you know, and all that.
Just like you said. Yeah.
Now, if you want to be a real jerk, and guys got his brand new 25 horse Mercury out there, and move on, just back this one in.
I've seen that actually on the, yeah. Seen that
now, I'll tell you what I seen one
just standing on the bank fishing, looking at these guys like, it's like a brand new motor to me.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
This guy was in an aluminum boat, about like this size, and he was out there cranking. Now you can only throttle this up in neutral so far, okay?
All right.
Because you don't want it wide open start. That's as far as you can go in neutral. Once you put it in gear, then it goes ahead and goes the rest of the way up. Well, he's out there cranking. We were putting the test boat in. We were going to test it out. I see him reach down the side. He flipped it in gear so he could open it all the way.
Oh boy.
And pull it. Wrap it. Well, the rip wrap at Taylorsville, he had drifted out about 10 foot. That boat went straight up the rip wrap. It almost made it to the parking lot. And he's holding on to the tiller handle with it just screaming there in the parking lot. piece of propeller going everywhere.
Newbie.
We,
Like me.
We want to ask him if he's all right.
Yeah,
But just sitting there with the boat motor in the middle of, well, he was almost to the parking lot. Man.
Okay. Got to go. See you gents later.
All right, buddy. You let us know, then,
I'll let you know something this afternoon.
okay. Well, I hope nobody beats us to it.
Okay, so we done finished fishing. You know, maybe it's been off an hour or two, and
One thing, this is your throttle. See this move?
yeah,
Just a little bit. See, this cam comes around and opens the throttle.
gotcha.
Well, my finger's in the way.
Right.
Man, I can't get my finger down there. There you go. See it? Open that up. But when you pull the choke, it actually opens the throttle up.
Okay.
But I do what I would do, and I came out here this morning and started. And it was 33 degrees when I left the house this morning. So this thing was cold. Okay? Which didn't seem bothered. Choked it once, it popped, I slammed that in, revved it up, and it did a lot of popping and sputtering. Because it's leaned to where it'll run when it's warmed up, not when it's cold. So if it's popping and sputtering too much and you don't want it to pop and sputter, open this up just a little bit. And what I was going to tell you is what I told my class: when you adjust this, move it, stick your hand in your pocket, listen, because you heard the change in it. Then if it needs a little more, take it back out, adjust a little more, put your hand back in your pocket. Because I had guys that would twist. Well, they never had a chance to catch up, so they never knew. They never had any idea and couldn't figure out why they couldn't adjust the carburetor. This is the low side. Get your high side where it'll run on high side.
Okay.
It don't have to be perfect, just get where it'll run.
Okay.
And then start slowing it down till you get to an idle, or don't let it die. And then you can move the low side, or slow speed, which is idle. Move it back and forth till you get it to run the best that you can get it to run. Okay, now while you're going back across the lake, start leaning this one out. And you can double the horsepower, believe me. Seriously, if it's too rich, it's too much gas. It just doesn't make enough combustion. But once you're running, go ahead and adjust this one. But like I said, this one's throttle and this one's high speed. It even says so.
Yep.
So that top one's for when you start it and for like in neutral.
Yeah.
And the other one is when you're in gear and running wide open.
And like I said, now every one of these is different. This one's sensitive. I've had some you crank all day on the damn things and they barely change them. This one, you turn it just a little bit, it changes the engine. If you really want to show off, and you'll find a sweet spot for this one. Yeah. Back it off, open it up a half a turn. When it's cold, you first get there, fire it up. It won't even pop and sputter or anything. And after it runs a few minutes, just start leaning it back out at pretty good little throttle. And then just idle it down, put it in gear, and drive and go fishing. But like I said, I wanted to show you this where this was, so you wouldn't.
That's why I brought this along, Chris. I'm watching this again and listen to everything you said again tonight before we go out there tomorrow.
How much strength? 6.
6.
It looked like 6.
Wow, look too hard.
Really?
I like her. You got a good girl over there, man. Let me show you what happens. Okay. Yeah. Then now it's going to start smoking real bad. It's going to be, we're just running through this. Oh, I don't believe a word of it. Here, I'll let you go. Well, I like watching you do it because you know what you're doing. But, yeah, but I ain't going to be with you. Put your hand in your pocket.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a temptation to keep tweak it until you feel it. Okay. All right.
You're going to be overrunning it. Okay, now it's a little smoother. Now give it a little pull. Okay.
It's starting to even out. See, to me, that's about as perfect. So,
that ain't good.
A little bit more. This that's where I want it to be when I put it forward, right? Or put it in gear.
As slow as you can go.
As slow as you can go before I put it in gear. Oh, okay.
All right. How slow will it go? I don't think it's going to move you anywhere.
Drive, of course.
Sorry, brand new motor.
Now I want to rev it down. I want to keep that arrow down right to here, like to put it back in neutral, which I guess it really doesn't matter. But to go from neutral to reverse, I figure I want it idle down as low as possible.
Yeah. Let me show you something. Yeah. You really ought to go neutral then.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the motor raising up?
I saw that. What happened?
Well, it's not tied down.
Right, and you don't want it when you go in reverse, right?
Huh? You need her tied down because if you rev her up, the motor's going to pop right out of the water. Okay. Not my leg with it. See it right here? Lock and release.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Lock that.
6 inches.
Well, you're going to have to idle it up.
There you go.
Anyway, put the lock on it because, believe me, you'll notice it as soon as the motor raises up out of the water. I give you $25 for it.
I bet you would. This guy has something close to this on eBay, or actually on YouTube. He's selling it, and they're taking everything for $500. You know, but it's not my plan to sell this. I want to keep this one. So, so that's the settings it is right now. That's warmed up. So in the morning, when it's cold, of course, pull the choke out. Now, Where do I want to start with those two?
What I would do is I would probably kick it up about right there.
Okay.
Now it's not going to run smooth.
Right.
But it gets rid of it. You don't want to like coughing and carrying on.
Absolutely.
And
So that's right. Okay.